I just need my stream manager to actually recognize that I'm... Oh! Oh! Oh, I think we're golden. All right. Since we're good, then. Hi, howdy, hello, friendos. I'm Chris, this is Good Bean Gaming, and welcome to a tiny screen Dark Souls. Look at this. It's so itty-bitty. Oh, boy. I wish I could make the game screen bigger, but I guess this is how the PS4 broadcast thing looks now. I so much prefer like doing things on my PS5. I really need to get the right cords so I can do stuff on that more often. But enough me bitching about my hardware. And let's get to some From Software. Haha! See what I did there? No, we gotta go ahead and name this guy. So the whole premise of this run we're doing right here is that we are to only use our starting equipment. This isn't gonna be, you know, your daddy's average Dark Souls run. Nay! Nay! Like a horse. We are only using what we are given at the beginning. And I do not know what to name a man such as that. Darko Live? Hi, howdy, hello, friendo. Welcome to stream. I'm glad you could come hang out with the bean. You got a good name for a man that is gonna have everything and use almost nothing? He's gonna be a fucking legacy. This man, I'm here for like 30 minutes, then I gotta go to work. Oh, fuck yeah! I'm gonna name him the Prodigy. No, the Progeny.
The Progeny.
Yeah! Danny's with it. Also, Danny, can you scream hi for Darko? Cause this is my boy. I'm sure you heard that in my echoey ass house. Thank you for letting me be your pre-work entertainment, my man. I'm glad you could come hang out. How's life been treating you? And while you tell me that, I need to make a very important decision here. Because once I pick my starting class, that's it. That is all I get, period. I don't think every class is a very good option. We're not going Sorcerer or Pyromancer because I think using new spells would probably count as cheating, you know? That feels like it's essentially a new weapon, but for magic. I don't think I'd allow that. And the Hunter, with that starting ass bow and nothing real extraordinary about his stats, I think I'd probably say no to him as well. The Thief starts with the Master Key, and that is amazing. His equipment is really high resistance for like poison and all that, which is good. But he doesn't actually have armor, nor does he have strength. The 15 dex on the dagger will be decent, and the dagger is bleed, but the dagger by itself sucks butthole. It would be an awful weapon. The Wanderer's got a good weapon, and we can scale it up, but he's so mediocre otherwise. And then you have the Knight, who's got like a solid weapon, a solid shield. It would be nice to have a solid shield. Same with the Warrior, solid weapon, solid shield. Otherwise, I think it's really between those three. Darko says, exciting news, I'm starting an eco-friendly cleaning business? Oh? I'm gonna need more details about that, my good man. Give me the fucking info. Eco-friendly cleaning business. Or at least as much as you're willing to share, at least. But I'm curious. I don't think we want to go Bandit either. That's gonna be a no-go. The axe will be a bad choice. The stats we have in Faith and everything will basically be wasted. That's really loud. Is there something you'd like to say, Danny?
No, I was basically just wanted to ask about the eco-friendly cleaning business and or if they're providing supplies that are eco-friendly, like, you know, like disinfecting spray or just like overall cleaning rags or whatever, or chemicals. and or if it's just stuff that's eco-friendly.
Well, what I do know that Darko has said in chat so far, he says he's been a cleaner for like 5+ years, and wants to offer the services like further afield than what he's been doing. Either way, I'm excited for you, my man.
Heck yeah, man.
Bonus Danny in the background. What a treat. You're damn right, Tim. And also, hi, howdy, hello to you, friendo. I am having a pretty decent day, my man. And I hope you are having a good one as well. Thanks for popping in. It's been a while since I got to chat with you, my man. How you been doing? I'm just over here deliberating what class to pick. Because once I pick it, that's it, we're done. The thief's weapon is some hot dog water, but it has bleed on it. So we could maybe bleed people sometimes. But otherwise, it's gonna do dick diddly for damage. The other classes, like, get weapons. But it's still not gonna be very good. I'm busy, but you're well. Quiet at work due to many being on vacation. Oh, it's vacation time, eh? Oh, things are constantly loud at my job. I envy you for the quiet. But that's pretty cool though, my man. I'm glad you've been having a nice relaxing turn of it. Baldur's Gate. Are you talking? Wait, you mean the new one that came out recently? How is that? I have been curious. I know it's very D&D-esque. I think I'm gonna try the Thief, and I'm gonna probably regret it. The chemicals are derived from salt and water. Using hydrolysis, it makes hypochlorous acid, which is an incredibly effective virucide and die. Huh. It is literally a D&D game. Well then, so it's about D&D Baldur's Gate then? Or has Baldur's Gate always been D&D games and I've just been a silly boy? And also, hi, howdy, hello, Silent Mage. Welcome to stream. Thank you for making it. Yes. Oh, okay. So I'm just a big buffoon. Well, I've never played any of them. To be fair. Also, to be fair, I have no idea what I should even pick for this. Like, I'm basically saying Thief so that I have a bleed weapon and so that I have the Master Key. But then I don't need the Master Key. What, Tiny Being's Ring? Get a little extra HP? That honestly might be nice, because otherwise I won't get a ring. We'll try it, because otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here all day. And we don't want to do that. It's nice to see so many familiar faces in the stream, though. Like, definitely 100%. Disinfect it, not die, if Danny wants to know. I will be sure to share, especially if she comes back in here.
In the age of ancients,
chemicals are derived from salt and water using hydrolysis. Copy text. Bam! Now I've got it.
By fog.
We don't need to see the intro cutscene for this, by the way. We've been there, done that. Mage, how has the knee been doing? It's a question I always feel like I gotta ask when you hop in. How has that knee been holding up? Every time I hope for good news. This mage kinda messed up and I had to go to the emergency. That's no good, my mans. My mages. Are you doing okay? I sure hope so. I'm already having regrets about my choice in weapon. Because I'm reminded just how small range the daggers are. So this run right here is like 100% not something I've ever tried to do. Just no equipment, just only use your starting stuff. I'm gonna be dying a lot. Just get ready for it. Though I mean that's just the background right now though. That's just what's going on screen. I do hope you're feeling better soon. Get away! I think it's gonna be really interesting though. This was an idea that one of my my coworkers pitched, and I have been meaning to give it a go. I just have not gotten the chance yet. Do I have like a bow or something so you can be a sneaky fuck and hide behind pillars to mow fools down? I could get a bow, definitely, without a doubt, undoubtedly. However, the whole point of this little challenge run that I'm trying to do is that I'm only going to use what the game gave me at the beginning. So what I have equipped right now, this shield and this tiny dagger, those are my valiant tools to beat the entire game. It's gonna be interesting. It clipped me. And I don't know how much faith I have in my ability to like actually succeed, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see how far I can go. Now, the argument could be made that I should not be allowed to upgrade my equipment at all, because you don't start with the Titanite that is required for the upgrade. You would have to find it. However, at least for now, because I never heard anybody specify otherwise, and I like my sanity, I'm gonna try and, like, I'm gonna try to upgrade stuff. So we will be able to maybe turn this into, like, a lightning dagger or something, but it's already just doing 20 damage. Like, that's scary. Oh my gosh. I'm over here about to die. You were crossing the road at night and you were keeping an eye on cars more. So the gutter enrolled my ankle in a broken curbside. Ow! Dang broken curbside. So what you're saying is we can blame the city. What you're saying is we can sue the city. Okay, yeah, I think I understand. By the way, I was right that this is a bleed weapon, right? Oh, thank God, I was not making that up. Exactly, where there is blame, there is claim. Spoken like a true mosquito. Oh, attaboy, Darko. Oh shit, and a Tweaker hater in chat as well. Hi, howdy, hello, friends. Woo! I'm just trying to beat this big fat fuck right here. Don't mind me starting a challenge run over here. How are you doing, my man? Welcome to stream. I'm glad to have you. Let me fill you in on everything you've missed. For one, Darko is just awesome in general. Same with Tim, of course. Darko seems to have seems to be in the process of creating eco-friendly cleaning alternatives. Mage broke her like foot on the broken curb, and Lion just showed up in here screaming.
In ancient legends, it is stated.
That might be the only boss we beat as well.
Shall be chosen.
I will establish that I won't be summoning other people for help unless chat like so decides it. But we may do some other cheese, like potentially summoning NPCs and the like. Okay, but we're here. Only bruised muscle bean. Oh, I got lucky with avoiding breaks and a concussion. Okay, thank goodness, thank goodness. No, so I misinterpreted. You ain't heard screaming yet. Oh, I know that that the hype can increase, and I hesitate. I shudder at the thought. So this is it. This is us, and we really got to get used to us, because there's not a lot to it. This armor that we've got, this one little ring that increases our health, a shield that's really only good for parrying, and a dagger that's good at critical attacks and bleed. Oh my gosh, and Darko knows. Darko understands. He understands the culture. He knows who the true bottom is. That's just because you my bottom bitch, Lion, okay? You know it. You know we love you. Go get your food, though. I probably should have gotten food myself, like, before stream. But I did not think to do that. And I'm kind of mad at myself for not thinking of it. There we go. So one thing that will be kind of nice, I will not be too interested in looting, because there's not going to be a whole lot that I can actually do with the stuff I loot. Get out of here. And you, get out of, sorry, get out of here. There we go. Just stabby. Why did you not eat before stream? Well, because I got home and, look, in my defense. Also, hi, howdy, hello, Hatsuria. I did not miss you. Hey, yo, welcome to stream. All the cool kids are in chat. This is actually like a really nice turnout so far. I super appreciate y'all fucking showing up to hang out. I'm glad I can have some friends with me for Dark Souls. I need the extra sanity and a crystal. Oh. Okay, look, I was answering a question. I didn't eat because I got home and I was excited to Dark Soul. And I'm also excited to do some things with the missus later. And we're gonna be cooking an earlier dinner today. So I probably should have had a snack because I've only eaten one thing today and that's not enough food. So like I'm not trying to act like I really did everything I should have today. Okay, I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. That ball has tumbled down some steps and right now it's dark in the basement. I don't want to go down the steps to get the ball. What I'm trying to say is that I'm in the middle of the stream and it would be too rude of me to leave stream and go munch it up while all of y'all wonderful people who came to hang out and have a good time just had to sit and wait. We can't do that. No. We gotta keep going. Making D&D monsters for ship combat for your pirate campaign. Ooh, awesome possum. I'm glad that's still going in the works. On the topic of D&D, I very recently started my Tomb of Annihilation campaign. Per your suggestion, Tim, and per, you know, playing your campaign, Tim, it was way too impactful to not dip into that shit. And oh my god, Tim, some of the things that we didn't do, there's so much fucking awesome shit in that book. So much. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and my players seem to be having a lot of fun as well. I'm really excited to do more. I've got Danny being my co-DM as well, so I've got twice the fucking voices. Twice the power and the assistance on the NPCs. It's been a really good fucking time. So as far as like progression goes, I had session 0. I had all the players get teleported into Port Nianzaru, and I had them all go there essentially broke. And like everything that they tried to do straight off the gate essentially required money. So they ended up going around getting a bunch of information, which was really good of them, by the way. I'm honestly rather impressed. But they went, they got a bunch of information, and then other than that, they've mostly just gone to the tavern for the night. So we will be starting next session with like the tavern bit and their first like full day in Port Nianzaru. Now that they have some money, now that they know about some people and places to investigate. Yes, they did get that. They did get that. Why do you think I have ran it 12 times? You ran that campaign 12 times? Holy hell. And none of them were the same? Oh shit. It's a great campaign to run. I actually went ahead too, and I bought the book. I went the whole 9 yards for it. Like, instead of just using a digital copy. There's so much incredible stuff in there. 12 different groups. I knew you had ran it a few times from talking to you about it before, but I did not remember the number 12. That's a big one. Yes, we're playing at IRL. I'm still, actually, I have a lot of D&D fans in chat right now. Y'all would be a great brain to pick. Okay, so bear with me for a minute. I need to make battle maps. I've never made battle maps before, and I do not know what I should do. I think I want to stick with the whole like hexagonal grid system that Roll20 uses as far as like tracking movement and spaces to make it relevant with like the maps that are in the book. But I don't know how long it would take me to, and how well I could recreate everything. Like all of those maps that are in the book, I don't think I could recreate them very well. I could make something, but Danny is more of an artist, and I don't know if that little lady has the time to make all of those maps. She may be willing to, though. I could just ask her, but what would you guys do? If you ever need the game on Roll20, hit me up. I'll open it for you. Ooh. Ooh. Tim, you gracious guy, you. I may have to take you up on that, actually, because that would potentially help. Because as like a failsafe, I have a projector and we're all in my living room. I could have it running on Roll20. I could put everybody a token. They could roll from their physical character sheets. And we could run the maps that way. Come on here and say, y'all are in for a treat. I have rejected Mr. Bean for quite some time playing Dark Souls. Oh. My newest fucking friend in the Souls. And Mrs. Bean. Hi, howdy, hello. Welcome to stream. I'm glad you could make it. Also, Mage just hit us with a stretch and a hydrate. So that gives, here, let me kill this guy so I can read chat properly. And then we'll take that stretch and we'll get a nice drink or two. Die. 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 There we go. What is Dragon Draft? Is that a purely digital thing? Because I want something I can use physically. And I apologize for the idle screen. We're doing some stretches. Let me read that full message Mrs. Bean said, though. Been playing Dark Souls because I thought it was super hard. It is. With a player like Mr. Bean, I've made it through 1 and 2, and now I'm running hands with him in 3. It's been a fun-ass adventure. You're damn right it has been, Mrs. Bean. And I'm really glad you were finally willing to see the light and join the FromSoft fanboy squad. Because boy howdy are these some good fucking games with good lore. Yes, the difficulty is there, and it does scare away many a person who either doesn't have the time to get good, or the desire, or the frustration scares them away. But it's so good. Such good games. Go old school and get a chalkboard. Ooh, that's an idea. Quick and fun. There are whiteboards you can get that have squares on them. That way you can make quick maps with whiteboard markers on an IRL group. Ooh, okay. Whiteboard for like 20 bucks and the markers and clean liquid for another. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. We could just make a big old whiteboard. That would be great for random encounter type stuff. Okay. And I took my hydrate. I drank my coffee. It's not really hydration. Oh, we do ball now. I'm sure you don't mind me expanding on what you shared either, October Witch, Mrs. Bean. So I'm gonna, cause you know me. I love the fact that in her first and second playthrough, Mrs. Bean for Dark Souls 1 and 2, she was a magic slinging some bitch. She would try to stay back and she would try to spam her spells like crazy from where it was safe. And then when things would start to rush her down, she would go to the defensive and start dodging until, you know, they got off of her. But in Dark Souls 3, she has abandoned all of it. She has done the same playstyle for Dark Souls 1 and 2, and when she got into 3, she said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch it up. And she's just going full-on fucking melee. She does have, like, some cleric-y stuff, but she's full-on physical with it. And I like the shift. Because I know she was doing the magic partially because it was probably a little more comfortable. But now you're stretching your comfort zone even further than before, and I love that. Are you doing the class run or everything run? I'm doing the class run. We are staying a starting class. So I am stuck as a thief. Sorry, I'm taking a second to read chat here. I bought the whiteboard for What is the AMA, Mage? What is the question that you would like to ask? I did see you redeem that, but I didn't see you ask a question. And if you did, I apologize. Would you mind giving me a repeat? You're a pyro? Let's go. You do gotta get prepared for Sekiro, because that game is beautiful. So, to clarify some of the rules for some of the people that just popped in as well, it is very simple. I can only use the things that are equipped. Like, that's it. Consumables are okay. As far as, at least for this attempt, I'm saying consumables are okay. Though, if we did succeed, and people wanted to see a run where I take the rules even harder, then we could talk about that in the future. Like, for example, I'm also going to be upgrading my equipment. Even though technically I didn't start with the Twinkling Titanite that this gecko has, if my weapon needed Twinkling Titanite to upgrade, I would allow myself to upgrade with it. We're gonna do that for this first time, but if I do end up winning this challenge run and people want to see me try it even harder, I would be happy to run it back one more time. And you're going Pyro. What, Tweaker, what made you want to pick Pyro as your starting class? Because, is it just so you'd have like one form of ranged, or so you'd start at level 1? I almost always pick the Pyro class, both in Team Fortress 2 and in Dark Souls 1. That's usually my starting class of choice. I picked the Thief so I'd have a bleed weapon, and so I would have like a decent dex weapon, because this thing will scale with dex. Like, it's already got a B. So, plus the parry game is gonna be insane. And our armor will give us really good overall resistance. Fast cast spells and high damage. High damage with the hand axe though? You won't be able to use any other weapons. And you'll only have Fireball. You even bought a full-on roll of A0 paper to make fun D&D maps on. Still have most of the roll left. What is A0 paper? Have them printed in a local print shop as well? Oh, that would probably be fucking smart. Just print them. Though I would like to DIY something myself. I need help with it. But maybe now that I've got Mrs. Bean helping me out a bit more, I might be able to. I'm not a very crafty person, both in wit and like, cool artsy handiwork stuff. I like to think of myself as creative, and dare I say a wee bit charming, but not crafty. And making maps and stuff, it's like overwhelming to think about to a degree. But since I do have Mrs. Bean to help me out with them, I could probably make physical maps and make ones that are pretty cool at that. Oh, that was bad. Don't die. We do not want our first death. We do not want our first death. Woo! Get that healing now! Ah! All right. Sometimes I forget about how this game is a little clunkier. See, like Mrs. Bean has been mentioning about Dark Souls, we are in Dark Souls 3 right now, and it's great, it's fun, we're having a blast. It runs a lot smoother, and the clunkiness is apparent. Not that I'm really complaining. I love Dark Souls for all of its clunk, but you can tell that 2 and 3 came after 1, if that makes sense. Hey Hermes, hi howdy, hello Speedy Godfriendo, welcome to stream. I'm glad you could make it. A0 is a paper format, like normal paper is A4, A3 is twice the size of it. A0 is basically a full kitchen table. Okay, yeah, that would be a great idea then. A full kitchen table size paper to fucking make maps on. That'd be awesome. And I could have certain spots on the map covered until players actually fucking see it. That would be so cool. Okay, I just need to go and buy, and I could probably get that shit at like an office supply store. I just dropped in to say hey ya, because I gotta talk to my girl. We always voice chat this time of night. Oh, Hermes! Look at you being quite a little ladies' man. I didn't even know you had yourself a second half. We'll give her my regards. I'm glad to hear. Y'all have a chat, or y'all have a good chat, and thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. If your chat gets done early and I'm still live, you are welcome to come hang out with us.
The way I see it, our fates are
Also, like, everybody, can I get some good bean emojis in chat for the best fucking NPC in a Souls game ever? This right here, the man, the myth, the legend, the good boy, Solaire. He's so perfect. Huge news to share with you in January. Not only am I competing in the Australian Deaf Games, but it's also the Oceania Games. I am the only local girl competing in lawn bowls to really send my anxiety sky high. Not only is it my first time competing at such an elite level, but it is being televised. Ooh! Is it being televised, like nationally or just locally? Because if it's being televised nationally, I might even be able to tune in. We would all be able to see you kick ass at the death games. That would be great. And that's, I mean, whether that can or not, it is fucking awesome that you've made it that far. Big fucking props to you. It is being on Fox Sports and Kaios. Ooh. Y'all know what that means. What? All right, I need a date. If you're willing to share. If you're not willing to share, that's okay. That's understandable. It might be extra anxiety having all those extra viewers, but I would love, after all the support you've given the channel, to give some support back. We could all be sitting there rooting for you. That is actually, that's a good question. I'm totally responding to you verbally. How are we doing this? That is a perfectly valid question. It is 11 p.m. here and I need my beauty rest. I'm not a natural beauty like our Beanie Boy is. Oh, what a fucking sweetie. Love you all. Hope you have a fantastic day. And I hope you have a fantastic night, Tim. You take care of yourself. My level, I have not leveled up yet, so I'm level 5, but I think I'm about to dump a little bit into some levels. And let's go ahead and do it like that. The vitality and endurance, just straight out the gate. Unless I really want to try to, like, speed run the Moonlight Butterfly for some reason. Which actually, now that I think about it, why the fuck not? Fuck leveling up. I'm level 5 and it's staying that way. If you got a problem with it, you can take it up with the complaints department right here, baby. It's my arm. I'm trying to get my arm in the shot. I'm saying I'll hit you if you have a problem with it, okay? I'm threatening you with violence. So there better not be any problems or we're gonna have a problem. You dig? I hear this through the bone at the back of my ear. Ooh. That is pretty neato. Thank you for, yes, indeed, thank you for sharing. There be some curious boys in this stream chat, okay? Including me. I am a big fan of not knowing what people are talking about. If that makes sense. Cause like, I am always one of the first people you will hear ask a question. If I hear people talking about something and I don't know what they're talking about, I have no shame. I'm just like, what? What are you talking about? What's going on? I have no problem admitting that I don't know things. It makes people laugh all the time. Oh god, oh god, oh this is it. This is death. Death has come for me. It comes for us all. Ask for whom the bell doth toll, and it shall toll for thee. There we go. No, we might actually be able to survive this nonsense. I really shouldn't be even trying, if I'm being honest. I should just go back and rest. Yeah, let's just go. Bone conducting hearing aids. I think medical equipment as like a branch of science is one of the coolest fucking things ever. It is one of the most fascinating things to look into and to like support the advance of. New medical equipment to both aid daily living, like in Crystal's case, or for like healing purposes, like restoration of the body, different ways that we can perform procedures, repair damage to the human body. It's fascinating. Like, I don't know, maybe some of you have seen this before, but hey, you cut your arm, you put a Band-Aid on it. You get a big gash on your arm, you might have to like cover it in gauze or something to you know, keep the wound sealed. But there is this thing that they have in the hospitals, and it's like tape. It's clear, and it's sticky on one side. And you just put it over the wound. That's it. You just slap it on there like you're just taping up the wound. And then that's it. And you can actually see the wound underneath the tape. So you can see all the healing and potential infection that the wound is doing while you're keeping it wrapped. I think it's so cool. And it's not very damaging when they remove those either. One of the coolest things ever. please share all of your cool, like, medical equipment knowledge that you have. I love to hear about it. And I am also adrift with ideas now, D&D wise, because we were talking about the maps. And it seems like I really just wasn't thinking with my whole brain. If I just get some really big paper from an office supply store, and I utilize the beautiful woman that I live with, we can make some maps real easy. The Australian Deaf Oceania Games will be televised from January 13th to January 20th, Australian time. We're playing lawn bowl games from 14th to 19th from 8:15 a.m. to 5 p.m. Oh! And oranges. I like oranges. I don't. Actually, that was a lie. I just lied to all of you in chat. No! Fuck! Shit! Balls! No! Fuck. Don't be too late. 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 Don't be too late! Don't be too late! We weren't too late. You wanna know why? Oh God! We were too early! We were too early! We were way too early! Ah! Okay. We're good. Gotta go, Beam, but I will leave the stream open so you got the... Hey, my guy! Appreciate you hanging out while you could before work, my man. Have a good rest of your night. I hope your shift goes well. Sir, would you like to fuck off? Ah. I'm sorry if I missed a comment earlier, by the way, Mrs. Bean. You know I would never intentionally ignore you. Let me go back. There was this thing for a D&D picture for a guy draws mats from orange peels, so he draws the silhouette and gets to eat at the same time. Oh! That's pretty cool. He's just sitting there drawing it from orange peels? Man, there's all sorts of really creative ways to do art. I'm saying, chat's kind of popping off today, which I'm very happy to see. We don't normally have so many beanlings in chat. I love the change of pace, and for Dark Souls of all games, like we streamed the heck out of this. I guess y'all really were hoping to see me suffer. I don't know. So far, I feel like we're doing okay for the start of it. But we still haven't changed anything, and we're about to get to our first major problem. This boss, I believe, cannot bleed, and I do not really have a way of doing damage to them. Like, I just have my knife, which isn't gonna do much. Yeah, the early game isn't the hard part. It is the late game. We can get pretty far pretty easily with what we've got. And we can also avoid a lot of the map. Like a lot of the map. And we won't need the boss souls. We can eat all of them. So let's go ahead. First things first. Or do I want to waste the souls buying the Titanite? Yeah, I might as well. Fuck it. Just get the power boost straight out the gate. Purchase an item from them. Titanite shards. I don't have any. And I think you need 9 to get it fully upgraded. And since I bought the Titanite from him, I feel like that plays into the whole we didn't find the Titanite thing even more. Because, like, I basically just bought all of the upgrade shit right then and there. What was the question, Hermes? Oh. Bean. I know! I'm sorry! I get so distracted. I know a dumb thing. If you dislocate your wrist, sometimes doctors put your hand in this weird thing that holds your arm up by your fingers. No idea what it actually does, because by the time it was used, I was passed out from the anesthetics. But anesthetics, another thing that we should all be thankful for, because, man, the ability to make somebody unconscious when they're not. Great for medicine. And yeah, please share your terrible idea line. I would like to know what you got going on here. While I sit here and I try to think of how I'm gonna possibly deal. Actually, wait, guys, it was so simple. It's so easy. I'm just making it difficult. Opens door leading to lower Undead Berg. I am missing a key. Oh, but I have the master key, so it won't matter. Yeah. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be, guys. We can totally beat this next boss. In fact, it might not even be a challenge for one such as I. I just need to be human. I just need to be invadable. If you roll within 3 numbers of the one I'm thinking, I don't add a challenge. If you guess wrong, I add a challenge. So we're playing some fucking jigsaw shit? Okay, alright. I got my my D20s over here. Let me find my D20 because I know it's in here. Ah, there it is. Oh no, that's not it. Here, hold up. Let me grab this dice. I'll play your fucking reindeer game. Alright. Now, here's the thing. How are we gonna know that you didn't just make up the number after I rolled it? Okay? Here's what I suggest. Well, the number is 6. Oh, okay. Alright. He does not have any problem announcing it. Let's see what I roll then, folks. I rolled a 15. I am good for now. But, as long as you're in chat, Lion, I like your gumption. What say after every, oh, if you guess wrong, wait. I'm thinking I don't add a challenge. Wait, what do you mean challenge added? Am I not, I rolled a 15. And you rolled a 6. I'm not within 3 numbers. Within 3 numbers of the one I'm thinking, I don't add a challenge. If you guess wrong, I add a challenge. I said within, within 3. Oh, okay. I understand. I don't know what challenge you could possibly stack on top of this, but be my guest. Let's try the challenge. No shield. Okay, fine. No shield. We gotta do this shieldless now. So I have to parry with my fucking hands. Great. Pantless. You know what? Hot Surya? Fine. You think I won't show the goods? I'll flash them. And we will, I'm bowing now. We will rock this playthrough anyway. We are shieldless and pantless. Now you. And the story of how you're just gonna let me get what I need. Oh, please don't hit me again. I bruise easy. Yay! Okay. He can sometimes drop Titanite shards, yeah. So that might be useful in the future. So it's good to take him out. And we've unlocked another shortcut. There we go. Now we've gotten all the way to the gargoyles. You have to beat the gargoyles, so us coming this way was necessary. But I've got no shield until the Gargamels are dead. Or if it's been at least 5 minutes and I'm like, oh god. It's a good thing I landed on the chest. Personally, I don't mind the challenges at all. I think it's part of the fun. And I mean, when we're because here's the thing. I love my old games. I love to replay them because these are games that I'm still having fun playing to this day. And I like sharing all the stuff with you guys. But part of being able to share that nowadays is having fun new ways to play the same old games. Because it's exactly what they are. A lot of people have seen Dark Souls at this point. Even Tim, who's never played Dark Souls all the way through, had seen some of the Dark Souls that we've shown off today. Exactly. And you know, it's always optional, because I could just read what you say and be like, bruh, I think I got enough of a challenge. I always have the option of humoring you or not, and I like to encourage the ideas, because if there's one thing I'm bad at, it can be like ideas. I definitely know I want to play the game. I want to play the game for y'all. But making it entertaining for y'all, like, other than just, hey, I'm here, look, I'm not all that in a bag of chips. You know who else isn't all that? The entourage of clerics that are gonna show up at one point. But even though they're not all that in a bag of chips, they're good people. And you know who isn't good people? This man. Fuck you, Petrus. But if I do get a dark hand, I may suck you later, so I'm keeping the fat guy around for potential sucking off. If you don't get it, then stay tuned. Maybe I'll survive long enough. I don't know. If the 4 kings can't bleed, it may be hard. Actually, if anybody here in chat has a spare second and access to the internet, I am curious. Is Quelaag from Dark Souls 1 immune to bleed? Yay or nay? And it's an important question. Oh man, I am not good at parrying no S-stock. Oh, okay. Lion's got us. Thank you, boyo. Appreciate you. Alright, there we go. And there's my boulder man down. That guy is a pain, but getting through this in general is going to be terrible. She's immune? Fuck! Quelaag is going to be rough. Ow. And these guys are half healthing me. Great. Okay. Ah. Ah! Alright, there's one down. We're just gonna keep slowly like... This is the most basic of enemy, and it takes way too much effort already. Okay, so I need to try to beat Quelaag through endurance, essentially. Like, that's gonna be my only real saving grace. Is that maybe I can just outright outlast her. I might be able to dodge her. Have fun in the late game. I'm gonna go hit the gym now. Hey, appreciate you hanging out while you did though, my man. You have a good rest of your night. And get a good fucking workout in. Make sure to make Jared hurt. If you don't mind. Oh boy. Hope I didn't say it. Quelaag is a smash. Oh! 100%! That thorax! I'm saying. Little cutie got an abdomen on her. Nah. They do it intentionally. I don't know what monster girl fetish Miyazaki has, but he always has to make one in like all of his games. Mrs. Bean, you don't have to shoot me. I'm not gonna cheat on you with the big insect lady. I promise, okay? It's just the internet. We have to support our waifus, okay? They are our queens. They will lead us because they know Due. You understand. Anyway, this guy right here is a huge asshole. I'm gonna let him out of jail. There you go. No! Okay, so I tried to talk her down. She has grabbed what appears to be 9 more guns and pointed them all at me simultaneously. Chat, I may be in the doghouse right now. Look, babe, darling, love of my life. I would never, ever even consider that a possibility. Like, to think that one could even get upset at the mentioning of Quelaag. Did you know she has chlamydia? Like, oh my god, I heard about one of her lovers recently complaining about a burning sensation. Look, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I know what I know. I have a monster banger permit and it is still valid. Do those permits ever expire? I don't think I've seen an expiration date on a single issued permit of that nature. I might be wrong. Anyway, this right here is how we're beating this boss. Don't worry about it. Fair enough. This right here is how we're gonna beat the boss. Solaire is gonna have to carry the fuck out of us, because I really think we're just incapable of damaging this thing. In general. I will equip my humanity, just in case I need extra healing. And let's get ready. These guys are made of rock, so they're gonna be immune to bleed, just like Quelaag will be. Oh, we gotta be a little quicker than that. Oh, we actually do some damage. Okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have been worried. Oh my god. Did you see the damage that that lightning attack did? And we got a tail! Woo! We cut his tail off! Toasty. Ah! This dude dared to try the Diablo sauce at Taco Bell. Now he spit that hot fire. Hey Solaire, did you try to, like, kill your gargoyle already? He has been one tap for, like, a minute. No, I'll just get a double kill with one knife swing and the Gargamel helm. Hey, God, I wish you could wear it. But nope. It's nothing but the hood, baby. And we beat Lion's nonsense. So we get to re-equip our target shield and our pants. That's right, no more commando here. The package is properly secured. Okay, the real question therein lies. Do I want to just go and kill the Moonlight Butterfly right now? I mean, I'm here. It would be extra money, extra souls, a little bit of a power level, and since I'm human right now, it's probably best to go and do that now, but that means I'll have to deal with the stone people with a knife. And that sounds god-awful. And I don't have to kill the butterfly at all. It's an optional boss. Maybe... But if I do kill the butterfly, and with the witch, I will have an assistant for the 4 kings. Do it, you won't. Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind, I have been challenged. Look, I really don't have to. I really don't have to. It'd really be pointless. There's really no point. Hello. Greetings. Give me your gesture. I know I didn't start with it, but god damn it, that's worth it. And I'm also gonna buy a couple of homeward bones. Thou art welcome anytime. I think I should probably go. Just like I should probably go and get the large ember from the depths so that I can, what's it called? So that I can make this thing +10 and eventually +15. Alright, fine. We're gonna go fight a bunch of shit that we don't need to fight. Basically all right now. Wanna hear about some of the sea monsters that the pirate crew are gonna be fighting? Ooh. Ooh, do I? You've been stretching your Lovecraftian brain over there, haven't you? I can see it now. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking deal with the stone guys, the stone golems. That is going to be a problem. But at least before I deal with that, I can, what's it called? I can level up and get my souls up. Exactly, spill the beans. Grab that. I mean, I can up my dex, but I don't need to. And 15 vitality. Since this thing is very light, I won't need a lot of endurance. That is gonna be one saving grace of ours. Like, the only stats we're really gonna need are vitality, endurance, and dexterity. Well, hello again. Oh, I can reinforce my armor. And you know, it's probably not gonna be a bad idea to do so. Every little bit of extra protection is gonna make a difference. All right, yeah, we'll be doing that. I have the Grafter's shrimp, which are oversized aquatic rust monsters that have human-like appendages that enjoy hanging on boats and slowly dismantling them. Oh, isn't that pleasant? Isn't that lovely? Sounds so quaint. Ooh. Oh, and these things can't bleed either. Oh, man. Okay, so everything in this forest is gonna be a bitch to kill. Gotcha. And that's just how the late game is gonna go in general. Gravelord Nito may very well turn into a game of I run by him, try to get a stab in, and then run away. Oh my gosh. I don't know how we're gonna beat the end game. So, and I literally cannot fathom a good plan. I think we're just gonna have to deal with it as we get to it. I think that's the best idea I've got, especially since I can't go and get more rings. I always love hearing about what people have thought up, especially for D&D campaigns, because I love D&D feeding into D&D. I haven't actually decided to make up any creatures for this campaign yet, but I'm debating. I think we can definitely make some cool stuff, especially with the high theme of undead in this campaign. I have wrecker snakes, which forge shipwrecks and swallow them. Then when they perceive a threat or prey, they spit out the shipwrecks that float on the water and ram into other boats and enemies. Oh, bro. They're just making use of what they got going on. I would join you, but had to get off. Oh, understandably, Tweaker Hater. Understandably. Though a comrade in spirit is a comrade in arms in these times. I wouldn't be able to physically summon you, but you sitting here hanging out with me is all I would ever ask of you, my main man. I really don't know. Is there a way that I can get all the way around without triggering any of the bushy boosh? Or am I going to have moss people running after me? Because if it's unavoidable, it's unavoidable. But honestly, it's looking like I can even avoid almost all the statues. Hold up. I've never tried to be, like, nothing but passive. And that's kind of what it feels like I'm doing right now. Oh no, that health bar did not move. Alright, get in here, big guy. And there's the twop, okay. Beatrice, you're gonna have to help me with this. Beatrice? 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 Okay, there we go, twop ended. Just hit him. There we go. Yeah. Claw's eyes out with the dagger. That'll do it. Ow. Oh, damn. That sucks. Because it will be hard to dodge the butterfly. I really want to save my health. And there's giant serpent monsters that have undead variant with armor that makes it look like a ship. Said undead variant is the base for the big bad evil guy pirate Navy Admiral Lich. A Navy Admiral who is also a pirate and also a Lich. That man has a story. God damn it. You can tell. Alright, here we go. A little bit of extra XP, and by doing this, we unlock help in the Four Kings fight. That is the real reason we gotta do Beatrice right now. We gotta get her in here. Plus, she can hit this thing right now. Whether she will or not is another question entirely. But she can totally target it. Unlike me, that has to wait for it to land. Ooh, look how much that hurts, too. Land. 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 Do it. I dare you. Oh boy. Uh-oh. No, you were so close. Beatrice, finish it off. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Much like one of my favorite chatters, you were quite a silent mage, Beatrice, but you got the job done. That man was a pirate, almost died, got into lichhood, decided to cast alter self on himself to make himself look not undead, then got the job as admiral and now is looking to get godlike power through ancient pirate artifacts while also exterminating all other pirates. Though he's trying to rule the seas. This man has a fucking 5 head. He is trying to think 8 steps ahead. My God, I love it though. Hatsurio, would you happen to be a One Piece fan? I'm getting some big One Piece vibes from all the seafaring shit that's going on here. Or maybe that's just me really wanting you to be a One Piece fan because I'm just really a big One Piece fan. It's so good. Guys, if you haven't watched it, just go watch it. Just go watch it. The things that are dropping in that show, oh my God. This is a spoiler safe zone. I don't wanna ruin anything. But my golly gee. That new transformation that one character got. Pretty nifty. I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about it. And I've also seen some people trying to like compare it to when Goku got Ultra Instinct. But I think for one, that's a really weird comparison to make anyway. For two, I think anybody that's saying anything should go read the comics before they complain about what One Piece has been doing in its newest anime release. To say what's been going on without saying what's been going on. Funnily enough, I'm basing this a bit off One Piece and the Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't watched through it properly or anything, but I know bits and pieces from it. It makes for good inspiration, that's for sure. Once upon a time, I wanted to do a homebrew One Piece campaign, and I was hoping it would go similar to kind of how you're describing. A bunch of pirates, all, you know, sailing through the seas, looking for pirate artifacts, but instead of it being pirate artifacts, they were going to probably be looking for devil fruits, you know? But, because that's the whole main One Piece thing that gives you powers. But the coolest thing about the anime recently has been the animation. The team that animates One Piece have been working with people from Hanna-Barbera to try to animate this new thing that they're doing with this new character. And it's so cool, like seeing like some old school style animation mixed with all of the new school tools we have. You don't have Tom and Jerry-esque shenanigans really anymore. Like, or at least I don't know any cartoons that go that go Hanna-Barbera really anymore. And it's fun seeing one of the most popular shows dial the clock back. And in a good way, mind you. In a good way. Also, there's no reason that I need to go back to the Undead Asylum. I'm sitting here trying to think about it. Like, it'd let me go to the painted world of Armpit, but who cares about an armpit? Unless that's your kink. In which case, hey, you know, I'm no kink shaming here. I don't want to crap on anything. Fun thing, the party's original captain got killed by the big bad evil guy. They all died. So I got into the settings equivalent of Davy Jones' Divine Domain, who resurrected them and said, write your name on the face of the world with your heroic deeds. Okay, so Davy Jones gave him a second chance and said, you were all going to be heroes. Oh boy. Well, they better not die again, because I'm sure Davy would not be willing to hand out such a kind gesture to the same person twice. That is pretty fun, though. All we've got really going on right now is in my campaign is a group of chuckle fucks that don't know where to go or how to get there. And the one thing they do know is that they need a guide. They've got 50 gold to start, and they're thinking of getting a guide and just going into the jungle. Like, that's it. Just dipping off. And, man, would that be dumb. But they really want to. I'm going to try to pull something to encourage them to stay in the starting town, but there's no guarantee that it works. Also, now that I've done, I killed the Moonlight Butterfly, got the extra souls from it and everything. I think the next move is probably the depths, but that means I have to fight the Capra Demon, which sounds disgusting. But I do need that Ember. There's no not getting that Ember if I only have one weapon all game. So the best way I know how to get there is to just gonna be running this way. I've also, so one thing I've kind of tossed around with too, like if I was gonna try and make my own homebrew setting instead of just running all of these pre-built campaigns, one thing I've thought about is just straight up doing a One Piece campaign, and I wanted it to be that the characters would be going out and setting sail at the same time as the Straw Hats. Like, when we are running the campaign, the Straw Hats are running their campaign, and we could have the players going on similar routes. But one of the things thematically is that in One Piece is that they like all of the pirates that are setting sail for the same reason are mostly taking different routes because there are tons of different routes. And I was just gonna have the player characters be going on routes that are different than the Straw Hats, unless they got incredibly lucky and ended up like on an island at the same time as them, right? And so they would be growing with them, and then they could potentially change the course of the campaign based on what they did, like the course of the One Piece story. So we would be using it as like the basis, the blueprint of the campaign. But since they would be going to so many islands that the Straw Hats didn't go to, there's a good likelihood that the players would just never, would just never end up going to any of the islands from the show. Making a homebrew setting, I've made a total of 3 at this point. I may need your tips then, because yes, I think it would be really cool to do a One Piece style campaign. It's something I've never made the time for. And now that I'm getting really heavy into D&D, the campaign's starting and rolling, and I'm also having a lot of extra help with D&D. Oh, I definitely want this to be my checkpoint. I'm gonna go rest. But now that I've got all that extra help, I think I can maybe start thinking about trying to make that and starting from the ground up. But it would all be homebrew, and there's a few aspects I'm just completely ignorant about. So like, balancing is a big part of it. I don't have a good idea for like how I should balance things with a party. And I think if I made my party a little too strong and I wanted them to have more of a challenge, I can introduce more puzzles and traps as a balancing mechanic. I have considered that. Ooh, hold up. There's a kill. There's a kill. Ooh. I will say, balancing is very trial and error. If you do have an idea of balancing, though, I would love any tips that you can potentially chuck for that. That is like, because that, making battle maps and, well, honestly, it's just that and making battle maps and truly having to keep track of, like, so many players, like a large party all at once. That is all new to me. All of that is new to me. I'm going to go this way for the Twin Humanity. Come on out. I'm honestly a little concerned about my current campaign that I'm running because we have like an 8-player party plus the NPCs. I'm worried that certain parts might be too easy, but when I look at these combat encounters ahead of time, I'm like, man, this shit's strong. They ain't gonna be able to do shit. Wait. There it is. Come on, one more. Well, I may be able to get another free hit. For homebrew monsters, as I look through other official monsters in the same CR, and I see what kind of stat averages they have. See, that's kind of what I imagined I would be doing. Like, trying to create my own shit. Ooh, boy. Ow! And I've gotten a little bit of practice with like homebrewing items and the like. And I think I've seen pretty good success. I don't think I've given anybody a homebrew item that was more powerful than an in-game item that they could have gotten at that exact point. I think I got pretty good exposure to that. I can definitely make dungeons confidently. So I'm not worried about that either. And the role play is always something, you know, that you're going to be working on and, like, trying to ever improve. Like, trying to be multiple people all at once. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, that is a big bleed bar. Come on, man. Come on, man. There's one. Another one. Ah. Ah. Oh, he's trying to parry me right now. I do not want to have to fight the Capra Demon with only 4 Estus Flask. There we go. Just gotta worry about the dogs then. I figured I could use the first few days in the jungle as some trial and error testing. Figure out what is hard for them, creature rating and like quantity wise. And if they do kind of run through the encounters a little quickly, I figured, hey, maybe we could just introduce like some sorts of enemies that could potentially call for reinforcements. That way if I need to extend the combat a bit more, I can by just adding reinforcements. Something I will say, if you do a One Piece campaign, look through a couple different official vehicle combat systems and mix and match to make your own, because official ship combat from Ghosts of Saltmarsh is a bit of a slog. Okay. I would probably do ship combat a little differently anyway. I would probably have something in mind for that. I would have to generate some sort of idea, because you're going to spend a lot of time on at sea in a campaign like that. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay. We survived. That's good. We can get up here. That's good. Oh my god. He apparently can also get up here. Oh my god. Okay. He's stuck down there now, but the dog is going to try to get up to me. Alright. Now it's just a matter of, this is a Capra Demon. I missed the plunging attack. Ooh. Ow. He hit me there. Liz. I'm already running into damage problems too. There's a bleed though. And the bleed was the main reason that I put so much clout in the dagger. Because I knew it would be possible to bleed sometimes. Not all the time, of course. Are you gonna do a jump? No, very slow. Oh. Ooh. 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 I don't normally box with this guy for so long. Ah! Oh, I'm out of healing. Get another bleed, please. Hey, I got it. I just had to say please. There we go. Politeness gets us through. Yay! I think it would be pretty easy to like introduce the players to ship combat and get the idea in their head that they should have something prepared. Because when the campaign starts, they won't be in the grand line where there's things that should destroy their ship or potentially pose a real threat, unless they fuck around with something they really shouldn't be fucking around with, in which case, hey, you know, you kind of get what you get. having to make my own worlds and dungeons, something I had to get a lot of practice with in the last campaign was like, how long do you make something like that? And I think making the world small is a good idea. Yay! Shut up. Oh, wait, no, I can buy things from you. That's okay, yeah. Yeah, no. You and me, we're cool, Grandma. Let me buy some of your moss.
Come again, if you please.
Okay. Maybe I will. It takes some extra time, but let's run all the way back. I made my own ship combat from the ground up personally, but the Spelljammer combat has some great stuff you can look at. And so does the Hellfire engine combat. Couldn't you just make ship combat be, like, based off regular turn order? Why do you need your own, like, combat mechanic? The battle map would be your ship and then the area around it. And then, like, obviously players that don't have projectile-style weaponry, they're only going to be able to hit things that get right next to the ship or get on it. Otherwise you've got cannons. And you can use the cannons to fire. I guess I don't understand what would make that such a brain buster. Hello, Lotric. Hello, Lotric. Hello. Hello, Lotric. Lotric, hello. Hello, Lotric. Goodbye. Goodbye, Lotric. I would love to wear his ring. It would be so good. But no, we cannot. We have to put that on the shelf. Because we're not allowed to. So far, I think this run's going pretty well, though. We haven't really ran to too many places to get things we shouldn't. Though I am about to dip somewhere that technically I shouldn't be in. Because I would like to, what's it called? I would like to get another upgrade to my Estus Flask now that I've killed Lotric. I could have probably killed him in the prison earlier, but I knew if I waited until he moved to Firelink, I could just kick him off that ledge. With normal turn-based combat is that it'll make things hard, and oh, wait, sorry, let me read this. The problem with normal turn-based combat is not really that it'll make things hard, and more that it doesn't quite give the right feeling. Oh, okay. It doesn't feel enough like being out at sea, then. Okay. I mean, I could see where you're coming from off that. It wouldn't really feel like, you know... It wouldn't really feel right. So what is it that you did, or that you changed from the normal formula to make it special for your players, then? Unless you don't feel like sharing your secrets, of course. But what did you do to make it special? Because I imagine you could do some things like making firing a loaded cannon, like a free action or something. The ability to ram into other ships, maneuvering around the enemy ships, and ability to sink the ships instead of just hitting the enemy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I get where you're coming from off that. Yeah, you gotta have moving parts, and preferably you have to have some sort of damage system or counter. Like, if certain parts of your ship or their ship take enough damage, you can disable things. So it makes a point, there's a point to, like, going around. And you could have it to where, like, one person who is on the helm can, like, move the ship. And as they move the ship, the enemy ship moves along with it. I'd have to really think on how I would want... Yeah, I see where you're coming from now. There's a lot of moving parts in that. There's a lot of moving parts in that. Here, now that we've made it all the way back and we've gotten our Estus Flask upgrade, we're going to go ahead and take a trippy down to take a dippy into depths. Into the depths. And then I'll see what large Titanite shards I can grab while I'm down there. Team-based initiative, where the entire crew takes their turn at the same time. The ship has actions, And the players can take like firing cannon in wind direction, like you steer a ship in the right direction, the wind doubles the ship's movement. Oh, okay. So giving them logical things. And you could have it to where all of the players that are like at certain spots are like in charge of making certain decisions. Okay. Make it be team-based. So their team and then your team goes first. And then initiative would just be determined by the faster ship. Boom. And we're in. We're gonna get a little bit of resistance here in the depths. If I want to get cheesy, I could get a weapon stronger than it should be by looting this area for large titanite. And I know there's some large titanite in the depths. The thing is, I don't really know if it's worth it, because once we get to Anorlando, our weapon is going to be plus 10. Our weapon will not be plus 15 until we can kill the 4 kings, which is going to take a while. Oh boy. Spare me? Hey, it worked. Thanks for sparing me, boys. Now die. I haven't really gotten into much vehicle combat or anything similar to it in any of my campaigns. None of the players have had the ingenuity to try to think something up like that, nor have I presented much of an opportunity. I did give my players a shape-shifting submersible, the SSS, whatever the hell they called that ship, but they never used it. Had it for a whole campaign. They could have at least sold it to, like, you know, leverage some money. Thing would have been fucking pricey. But nah, they just kind of hung on to it the whole campaign. Which, hey, that was their call to make, and they made it. Ah. Okay. You're going to be difficult to kill. Oh, maybe you won't be difficult to kill. But you are... that hurts. Utilize your pillars. Get your dog butts. Okay. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there, then hey, look. I am more than happy to just loot and run. Yeah, there's my large ember, and I do not need to kill that person for any reason. Alright, off we go. Let's just see if we can find any loot along the way. Add a sinking system which works as the ship and crew exhaustion. Oh yes, like as the ship is sinking, it's gonna fuck, don't kill me, please. Out of the goo. There we go. I like sinking systems. I started doing something similar in our Waterdeep campaign when it came up. Like, there was this big robot turtle that the party had to fight, and I had them like, if they were doing enough damage to the same spot, that it would start to break the thing apart, because it had been sitting at the bottom of the ocean for a while. It didn't make sense that it would be, you know, incredibly resilient, though the thing was built to last. So after they did enough damage to a certain spot, I had like parts falling off, and so then they were trying to like do damage to the inside because like oil was leaking into the bay, so they lit the oil. I thought it was pretty good. The ship slowly takes damage more and more. It gives more and more debuffs. Okay, to make it like more manageable. Ow. I am blocked in by slime. I am completely stopped by slime. I only want to go look for large titanite shards. That is it. Nothing more. I don't even really want to kill the boss of this place. Though maybe I should, just for the extra XP. Like, just take on the gaping dragon. I will have Solaire to help me. It is a really long fight, though, and for, like, no reason. It's literally just to power level me at the beginning. I really want to make a One Piece campaign, man. I think it would be so fun. It's just, it would take an ungodly amount of time. But I'm starting to learn more and more. The main thing is having to create my own story and NPCs would probably be a little daunting of a task. But I'm sure I could survive. I'm just kind of being a puss about it. Added damage threshold systems where if a ship is bulky and big enough, certain amounts of damage just won't do anything to it. Makes sense. And if I was gonna go like One Piece universe, that would probably be the case. Like that would probably be what I do. Ooh. You can just fire a bow and arrow at a ship to make it sink. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. Like a weapon has to be within like a certain caliber to actually do damage realistically to the ship. Now, if the arrow was on fire, that would make sense. If you could get a ship to start burning. Though, would any of the wood on a boat? I don't know. I really would have to think about it. I'm sure we aren't the only people that have discussed ship combat, though. I'm sure there are tons of references online as well. I'm curious what all I could do. I think I could make a pretty interesting universe. But then the big question becomes of like, what to do with devil fruits. Oh my god, that hurt. He hit me with the fucking twister attack. That's right, sit down. Become humbled. Rat tail. Yeah, because the way that I think I would work the devil fruits in is they would basically just be like features, like it would add extra powers. But devil fruits make the balancing that complement their class and build. Yeah, so they should be their own build. But devil fruit adds a lot of power and a lot of functionality. And it's like, where do we draw the line in the sand as far as, what am I trying to say? Where do we draw the lines in the sand as far as, like, how the devil fruits we dish out should be? Should I just let people make up their own devil fruits and have their own powers? Should I, like, make it a burial thing? Should I include all of the One Piece universe devil fruits? Or should I not, because those devil fruits should be being used by somebody else at the time? At which point I have to make all new devil fruits that aren't already in existence or already used by somebody else. And then I could even have a potential mechanic where players could try to hunt for devil fruits, because that is something multiple factions have done throughout the lore of One Piece. And they could try to kill people to get devil fruits. Hey, sorry, big boss rat, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. You're big, you scare me. I don't want to run that fade. I made it all the way here to the gaping dragon. Still don't want to fight it at all. Think I'm just gonna, but I could though, is the thing. I could. I've even ran through the whole map. Like I could go and get the shortcut real quick to the first bonfire that's in here. I could rest at the bonfire and I could just go back and forth. And then I just wouldn't be able to teleport out like I was going to, but it should be pretty easy to run out of here to Firelink. Like I should not die. And I'm still human. I even get, come on, we're going back. We're taking a rest. I wasn't planning on it, but we're just gonna fight the undead dragon. Because I don't think it can kill us, even with our shitty little knife strat. I say you should specifically make new ones. For example, give the bard a devil fruit that complements his music playing as a small example. Okay, so try to like let people pick their classes like it's normal D&D, but then end up introducing devil fruits down the line. But see, while it might be, I think it's more fun to give the people devil fruits that complement their class. But in the world of One Piece, you don't really know what you're gonna get from a devil fruit. And finding a devil fruit is rare as is. So it's like, every time the group finds a devil fruit, I have to like change it into one that would be useful for like a member of the party at least. Like maybe that's something I could do, or I just make it completely random. There's a lot of weird balance to go, or like thought to like, there's a lot of weird balancing thoughts to have in that. And I would, in an ideal world in my brain, I'd like it to be like a random thing where you never know what devil fruit you're really gonna find or you're gonna get, unless you're following rumors that this fruit is being sold here or that this pirate crew has it. Rah, 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 rah. I don't know. Maybe I could introduce an NPC that like sails with the rest of the crew that has something to do with devil fruits. Like I could give them something to do with devil fruits, so that maybe we could be making devil fruits or be giving devil fruit powers to everybody. I don't know. More thought has to be put into like how exactly I do the whole devil fruit side of things. But they definitely should be a magical item. I 100% agree. Interesting that where you make it random and then the players need to rebuild their character based on the devil fruit. Well, yeah. Because devil fruit, like using devil fruit is always a choice. You never have to eat a devil fruit in the One Piece universe. And I feel like it should be something where like you decide whether or not you want to have this power. And you want to have whatever powers this gives you for whatever reasons. Whether it complement your class or maybe something else. Maybe you like the idea of taking the gas fruit because then it would give you the ability to fly. Sure, you know, you're... What? I don't know. Maybe you're like a fighter and you can't think of it, or you're a barbarian and you don't think being able to turn into a cloud of gas is going to be very good for a barbarian. Maybe you would have preferred something that lets you do more physical things. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with that. And it plays into my my favorite games mechanic, which is making the best of a bad situation. You get something powerful, but it's not exactly what you want. But nobody in the One Piece universe has gotten to choose their devil fruits, except for, like, a select couple people. The wizard gets a devil fruit that ends up giving them 25 strength or something. Or anything. But then also add the ability to let them use their strength modifier for their touch spells. Oh yeah, add like change the mechanics of their class to make it make sense and be viable for their class. Now, that sort of stuff I think we could do 100%. That would be a good way to run it. Okay, now we're thinking with portals. Also, Solaire's totally gonna die, isn't he? Because I'm just not capable of bleeding this beast. And I'm trying to cut off the tail as well. There we go. I don't know if this thing can bleed, though. I'm starting to think the answer is just no. Because it hasn't bled yet. And it really wants to fight Solaire? That's right. Come for me! For me! Ow. Oh, Solaire's dead. Oh, I got hit by a fucking hitbox. Alright. Whittle it down! Every time I hit it, I can see the health bar move. That is reassuring enough. Great. The dragon is in fact immune to the main gimmick. I could put on some pine resin In fact, getting my hands on a good supply of pine resin is probably going to be something I need to do. There's no critical hits to be done here either. Like, I can't parry him or riposte him or anything like I could some bosses. You don't want to slam your head down, man? Ooh, it's a good dodge, though. Oh, he's vomiting. Go ahead. Slam it. No? He's jumping. That right there is like the most annoying bits of damage. When he like didn't even attack you, you walked into his legs. Oh my god. Get around the butt! Oh, there we go. Then he runs forward a little bit. What? 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 Did y'all see that? There's the homebrew magic. Items, I did a thing for a mini campaign I'm gonna run where character creation, I asked them to choose a signature weapon their character uses. I then use that info later to give them special magic weapons tailored to their character. See, that's a good idea. I think that is what I'd like to lean towards as far as like a basis, because that seems to be what people in One Piece tend to do. Everybody has their signature way of going about things, and that's mostly what they do. So here's the thing, right? I could use a humanity to try once again to fight the undead dragon, and then we could take him out. But we don't actually need to kill him for any reason, and I don't think I left a lot of souls in his room. I think I spent everything up before I came down here. Like I leveled up at Firelink. Pretty sure I did. So, we should probably just leave. Like, just get the heck on out of here. I am close to Blighttown, but I don't have the key for it because I didn't kill the boss. So I'm gonna have to just run on back. But this has been an interesting challenge so far. I think it's really, really exciting though to just kind of like to be thinking up D&D ideas, to kind of plan like whole little worlds and stuff for you to share with people. That sort of stuff is pretty fun. Speaking of that mini campaign, want to hear about it? I based it a lot on SCP. Oh boy, if it's based off of SCP, then you love the horror genre, don't you? You like yourself a gritty time. Yeah, no, please, by all means, gab about it. He was coming for me. For me. Okay. All right. So the main thing we got to do next is we have to take out Quayla. And that sounds like it will be... I might be able to get something. I haven't decided where I want to spend my, like, extra creativity time. Because I tend to have a lot of time in the day where I could be being more creative. And I tend to elect not to. I tend to, or I could, like, getting stuff done. But instead, I'll kind of just, you know, relax and vibe, or I'll hang out with Danny, or I'll kind of just, like, you know, mindlessly scroll shit for a bit. I've been trying to be more disciplined about, like, getting stuff done that I do need to get done. Take him out. Bam. And take them out. Now we can rest at this bonfire again. Yay! Okay, so it's probably about time that we dip our fingers into Blighttown. We gotta get there. Some point or another. We've already got that ember though. And did I find a large titanite? I did. I found one. Okay. If I run back to Andre, I could make this thing +6 before I fight Quelaag. But in all actuality, making it +6 probably isn't going to matter that much. I should look for large titanite while I'm in Sen's Fortress, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And I should be trying to backstab and parry everything there. But otherwise, it's just going to be me holding the circle button. Mini-campaign is set in an alternate universe, Faerun. The main big world of D&D, yep. Where the Harpers are a far more secret organization. But instead of being just random spies, they instead contain or terminate magical monsters or powers, like elves and wizards are a thing still. But the second a dragon or a lich starts fucking things up, the Harpers are like, come with us or fucking die. And the party of a group of new Harper recruits. Oh, so they have to go out and like hunt down different fucking things? That sounds awesome. Monster Hunter the campaign. Roll a D1000 to determine what SCP you get assigned. That would be really wild. Also, hi, howdy, hello, Tweaker Hater. Welcome to stream again. I'm glad you can make it back. You're hopping back on the grind, eh? Well, you probably aren't too far behind on me, though I've gone and grabbed some of the extra shit that one can grab. Right now, we're just, we're putting our first steps into Blighttown. We ain't been here yet, this save. I'm gonna try to grab, the one Firekeeper soul that's like halfway along the way, and then otherwise I'm mostly just gonna be sprinting straight for the boss. There's nothing down here that really has to interest me, and I don't think I want to fight everything. I can't believe Quelaag doesn't bleed. That's such a shame. Doing one mission where they get sent to a city, which is burned down and full of fiery undead, and eventually the lair of an adult red Draco Lich? Bruh. Why do dragons and liches just make such great bosses? Because they really do. It's such a good like monster type. Oh god. Okay, I got the thing that mattered. Yeah, and that's why you grab the thing that mattered. Cause you're gonna die eventually. When they're the one monster together, they're the fuck enough. When it's a dragon lich, oh hell yeah. I've still never actually gotten to run a combat with a dragon, and I'm a little burnt about it, you know? I really wish I could have. The last campaign that I ran had a dragon as one of the final enemies, and the party was like, nah, we don't want to fight that. They just didn't. They just opted out. And, bro, where is the ambition? Y'all could have fought a dragon! That shit would have been dope! But nah. I can understand why they didn't want to. In all earnestness, though, it definitely made the most sense, and they had no idea what was going on. Their group was scared, and they ended up getting out of it alive. So you cannot hate their judgment. They won the campaign. It was just with a fizzle and not a bang, you know? This campaign will not end on no fucking fizzle. It's gonna end on a fucking explosion. I know, because I know how the campaign ends. That, or they're gonna quit. And if they quit, hey. Made my Dragon Lich super special because its breath, instead of being fire, is a plume of fiery smoke and cinders. Ooh. That causes debuff. You could have its breath like literally being like death to a degree, and you could work some kind of debuff into that. Because, like, that man is the essence of death at that point. Throws him prone. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's incredibly debilitating. Hey, use your entire movement this turn. Not moving. Just deal with that. Otherwise, advantage on everything against you and disadvantage on everything for you. Have fun. Some of the rules in D&D, like, it is a switch that gets flicked. Like, the difference between your defensiveness, between how good you are as a character in D&D when you're laying down and when you're squatting are very drastically different. Alright, we're just kind of doing this fast as fuck, boy. Whew. Not really trying to fight any of the enemies here. I'm just trying to go. And that's gonna basically have to be the run. Like, we aren't gonna be strong enough to fight most of the enemies anymore. We're gonna be running past things as a general answer to how do we get past this. But the bosses are going to turn into a fucking slog. Like a slugfest between us and them. There is an NPC that we could summon to make this boss fight we're about to do a little easier. However, hear me out on this. I think it would actually just make it worse. I don't think that NPC is strong enough to really contribute physically. They are more of a shield, like a body block. Oh, I did not bring enough poison healing items down here, did I? I am gonna have regrets. What do I have? Oh, I got 3 and 3. I'll be okay. I know I'm about to get poisoned, so I might as well just endure it. Now! You can leave me the hell alone. All of you chaos bugs. SCP is great creative juices, though. I love how SCP is like all like its own community made. It's just one big collaboration of a bunch of different minds thinking up some spooky shit. I love that so much. We need more things like that. Which is why we're, streaming here live today, because this is supposed to be one of those spots. This is a place where we can all hang out, talk games and nerd shit, have a good time, and play a game together. Not everybody's got a buddy, you know? So we're here to be buddies for each other. I am just now remembering that I will have to kill the ceaseless discharge, and I am sad. I'm gonna have to beat it. Smash! Smash that like button on Quelaag. Swipe right, please. Man, I do not want to have to fight the ceaseless discharge. We might be able to get lucky and get the insta-kill, though. But there's no way of us to really, like, up our fire resistance. Oh my god, we're doing 18 damage a swing. And you're saying that Quelaag can't bleed, eh? That is definitely going to cause us some problems. She's getting a big explosion in. Because look how slow that health bar moves. It's okay. That little jump thing that happens there doesn't hurt that much. Uh-oh. I might have to, like, be a little flexible. Much like she clearly is with all those legs. But I might need to be a little flexible about where I fight her, because the lava will probably pile up pretty easily. Case in point. But I can kind of come in and get some big damage and then just leave. Furry woman with swords. But now she's a monster too? Just take me. And wait till you... Oh god. No, that's so fucking lame. I got like, she wrapped her legs around me. Like, come here, baby, give me a hug. Get the fuck off me, Quelaag. You know how long it's gonna take me to beat my knife into your head? Do the Four Kings bleed? Oh. Oh. That thought just crossed my mind. Do the Four Kings bleed? If the Four Kings don't bleed, it may be impossible for me to deal with them. They don't. Ah, marvelous. Excellent. It is gonna be basically impossible to beat that fight then, isn't it? Fuck. Because the longer I'm in that fight, the more of them there will be. I mean, I have Beatrice. What's your level and weapon level? So, my weapon level is 5, and my level is 21. To fight things like that, I'm gonna need to get, like, plus 15. I'm gonna need to find chunks, or potentially farm them. There's no parrying that you can do, or crits that you can do, for the Four Kings. Yeah, it's really just gonna be me beating my knife into them. And whatever pine bundle I can put on it as well. Like if I can find a weapon buff. Like I could put lightning on this bad boy. Ow. The problem is that even with a +5 weapon, I'm really not doing any damage. 18 damage a swing is an insult. But a little tip, if you're trying to fight Quelaag and you're having a hard time, she has a hard time hitting you when you're like stuck right here. Kind of like pushed in between her front leg and her spider head. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm just getting away and healing. Is there a way that I'll be able to deal with that? Because I can get myself maybe a lot of throwables. Maybe through like a spam of black fire bombs or something. Never saw that where she swings her sword, she leaves a fiery trail that looks like spider webs. Yeah! And that... Ooh. That effect stays even when you're using the sword yourself. Because you can actually... You can get her sword. Ow. Cut her legs off with the knife. Ma'am, we have enough lava here. Truly, we do not need any more. Uh-oh. God damn it. Okay. God damn it, I stepped in the lava. It's the little things, man. There's a lot of the little things in Dark Souls 1, though. So many little things. Like, seriously, take the time and find, like, your favorite armor set. Or whatever, okay? And just look at it a little further than normal. There are so many extra minute details. Like, just looking at the gargoyle helm. If you actually get all up on there, you can see all the different little divots on it. This isn't the best example. What's one that would be a good example? Let me see here. Let me see if I have anything that I can remember had a lot of, like, hidden detail to it. Well, I am a big fan of the gargoyle tail axe because you can tell when you're holding it, like, it's just an axe and you're like, aw, okay. You aren't, like, just holding a visceral tail. But when you swing it, if you notice, it curves a little. And I like that about it. because it's a tail, so it shouldn't be very, very, you know, stuck straight. I am really trying to think of what I could... I'm sure I can look up some strats on, like, how people have potentially beat the Four Kings without a weapon or something to give me an idea. That is one where I might have to look up some outside help. Because to actually finish this challenge run with a success, I'm going to need some ideas on how to get past some of this shit. Quelaag, I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing Quelaag. It is a bit of a slog, but I should be able to just beat her. I should be able to just beat her. If only you were human, I'm right here. I could be human. I could potentially summon you. But that does feel disingenuous of the challenge. Which is a shitty answer, I know, because we're just doing this for stream for fun. And I would rather play with people that want to play with me. Thing is, like, if you can just beat the challenges that are in front of you by summoning things or summoning people, then it is kind of against the rule set. Like, that is something extra to help you out with. Because if that was the case, I could just summon for every single boss. You know? I could just summon somebody for Quelaag. I can just summon somebody for Ornstein and Smough. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. The lava! Here we go. You've been playing Elden Ring and that's been super fun? That's because Elden Ring's a super fun game! My duder! From another mooder! How far have you gotten along with it then? What all have you gotten done? Because I had a pretty good time with Elden Ring. Game is fucking big though. And I was in proper FromSoft fashion trying to do as much of everything as I could in one playthrough. And I probably should have separated that bad boy up across a couple different playthroughs. But I don't know, like, I feel a strong urge to replay these games all the time. Elden Ring I have not felt much of a desire to play again since I beat it. I'm hoping the DLC will change that, and it probably will, but for now, that's where I'm kind of at on it. But I'm really pleased with the game. I'm glad I own it. I'm glad I bought it. But my first playthrough of the game was like 88 hours long. Like, it was a full fucking playthrough. I've already gotten a fuck ton of content out of it. I will be doing another run of that game. Do not doubt. But by the time I've done another run of it, it would not be impressive at all to have done one. Like, there's plenty of playthroughs out for that game already anyway. Ow, I got hurt by bullshit. By her standing on the lava for 8 centuries. Okay. Just focus on Quelaag. My life is a spider bitch. Everything I know and love is Chaos Witch Quelaag and me paying attention to her moves. Can't believe I have a +5 weapon to hit 18s. Ah. Okay, I'm getting kind of boxed in. That's worrisome. Ow. I rolled because I was a little worried that I would get hit by the sword there. Oh, this one won't hit me though. I do not normally get hit by your sword. Ma'am. Props to you. You've caught me slacking. And I'm not ignoring that comment, Hatsuria. I realize I should probably focus. Because I'm actually making some progress. Some actual headway. And I want to actually respond to you. Trimming her fucking toenails is all I'm doing. Oh, what? What the fuck? Okay, just run away. Just run away. You've got extra healing. Bait her into attack. Come on. Come on. Do an attack. Ma'am! Stop stalking me! It's scary. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's right. No getting that health back. All almost 100 of that damage. Oh, no. Ow. Ow. Woo! Oh, my God. Most Quailogs don't even hit me with their sword once. But you, Quailog, today you have managed to hit me twice. For that, you have earned my respect. And if she's earned my respect, I really need to be going slower than I am. Okay. I cheesed her there. Ah! Get stunned. Ow. Ooh. Full dodge. Get out of the cubby. Like the cubby in her shoulder blade. Ow. I'm sorry, but I am gonna need to ask you to stop hitting me with your sword. I genuinely take pride in my ability to dodge that thing normally. Oh, my Lanta. I'm actually a garbage gamer. I cannot dodge. I've talked up my game too much. Now it's gone. It left me for somebody that can back it up. Because apparently I'm just all talk today. God damn. Ow! Oh, no. Not like this. I'm not in the right cubby. Okay. Nope. Roll away. Roll away. Roll away. Roll away. 1 health, or 1 heal, and I am down to chaos in Chaos Witch Quailog, armed with nothing but a fucking knife. Oh my God. Must be a butter knife, because this bitch has got me toasty right now. I have been burned on that sword attack and the lava too much to be okay with. Uh-oh. Okay, we avoided the blast by hiding into the fog wall. She's doing another explosion. I think we can take a safety heal right now. There it is, baby! Woo! For fucking what? For fucking what? There we go. 1 Quailog killed. Bam! I've actually managed to unlock Sen's Fortress. The game only gets harder from here. But Tarkus can beat the golem for me, so I don't gotta worry about that at least. Tarkus is that motherfucker. He's strong. And he's down to get the friction on. If I were to kill the spider gal, I could get an Estus Flask upgrade, which would be nice, but I would also lose the shortcut in the future, and I am going to be relying on that shortcut, so we will not be doing that. Instead, we are going to go... Sorry, we are going to go down. Boop. We're just going to join her covenant, and then politely be on our way. Yeah, I'm a new servant. That's me. Totally servant guy. Now sit. Okay, so far, Hatsuria has killed Margit, Godric, some tree sentinels, the dragon in the swamp, and I've gotten through some of the things. That dragon is a rough fight. So managing to take that thing out is pretty impressive. I'll give you full props. I'm going to enter Spider Lady Covenant, because it is best covenant. Whoa. And I'm going to rest, just to make sure that this gets registered as somewhere I can teleport to in the future. And now we've got to make the long run out of Blighttown. All the way back to Firelink, where there won't be a dead Firekeeper. That is pretty solid progress. There's like so much going on in the map. If you try to explore everything, like that's my best advice about Elden Ring, is if you are enjoying the game and you think that it could be possible to play through the game again, you don't want to just beat it and then put it down afterwards, then don't try to do everything in one run. Split your shit up. Like, just don't try to be completionist about it unless you're going for a platinum or something, you know? Unless you're trying to get, like, the everything achievement. Because with how there are so many different builds in From Software games, it's always really incentivized to replay them. Well, you're heavily incentivized to replay Elden Ring and have a different build. If you're gonna do that, save some dungeons for yourself. Don't try to do it all in one playthrough because there's just too much in there. You want to kill the dragon simply because I love the dragon incantations. I'm building a heavy weapon incantation build. That is what I did. My first playthrough, I was all about those dragon incantations. Especially when I found the one altar to the like dragon incantations you can find early on. I wanted to try. Ooh, there's another large titanite shard. Noise. I wanted to try and what's it called? Sorry, I'm completely drawing a blank right now. My brain shut down. I wanted to try to be a heavy dragon magic character. That was my build that I went for first playthrough, and I had a fucking grand old time with it. All of those abilities are strong as shit. Granted, they are like some of them are rather slow, but so good, so good. But then I ended up branching into like I went from dragon incantations to like I like respect my character and went like full on faith. I was a faith bleed build. It was a pretty good time. Highly recommend it. But I want to do a playthrough of Elden Ring where I try to hunt all the dragons. There is at least one dragon I've never killed because there is like a final boss, not final boss, but one of the final bosses in the game. If you do an ending that I never got, that it's a dragon. The boss is a dragon. I need to fight and beat that boss at some point. Also, y'all saw how long that Quelaag fight took. And Quelaag, like, other than the damage she can dish out, she's a pretty predictable boss. I am getting worried. But let's think. Realistically speaking, what do we have to kill? I'm gonna say Sif right now, because I will... Ooh. Oh no, because I will probably forget. My controller just died. So hold up. We're gonna move our situation around a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me. I had to get a lot closer to my TV so that I could plug my controller in. So now I'm just sitting on my knees on the floor. I think it's kind of been spoiled on that boss. There's, if we're even thinking of the right one, or if we're both thinking of the same one, I don't even know all the endings in Elden Ring, but it's hard to not have spoilers about that game at this point. There's quite a few. It's been out for a while, too, so, I mean, you know. But, no, I was all about the dragon shit. But then as I started to get further and further into the game, I wanted something really powerful, and bleed seemed to be doing it for me pretty well. Plus, I got this incantation pretty early on that gave me like a weapon buff that added bleed and fire to my weapon. I was all for it. But no. That kind of meandering aside, what do I have left to kill? I have to kill Pinwheel, but that's a don't worry about it. And I have to kill Sif. I have Nito, Seath, the Four Kings, and Gwyn, of course. The Iron Golem, but that's easy. Ornstein and Smo. I think I can bleed Ornstein and Smo, though. So that one should be more doable. What else is there? Or is that it? Now that I've killed Quelaag. Because let's see, I'm going to go... Like, my next destination is Sen's Funhouse. So kill the Iron Golem there. Then kill Ornstein and Smo. And then I've got to go through all the areas. Gwyn is also immune to bleed? Yes. Yes, he is, but I don't care about that. Because he is not immune to parry. And that is the most important part. Okay. So, honestly, I don't know if I have too much to worry about. I think Quelaag being immune to bleed was a pain in the butt, but... And I don't know if Seath can bleed, but Seath can be killed over time. I think the only thing I need to figure out is how I'm going to deal with the 4 kings. Otherwise, this playthrough is very doable. Because Ornstein and Smo are 100% bleedable. So, we're gonna have to think on this. And I think Sif is gonna be bleedable as well. The pupper. So I don't... Ooh, man. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be upgrading my dexterity. It might be better to do something else. Let's go, and before I can forget, because odds are I will, let's get myself placed over by Andre. Oh boy, look at all that humanity. But if the 4 kings are the only thing I have to worry about, then I just need to develop some way to create a lot of DPS with a knife. I have the whole list of unbleedable bosses here if you want to see them. The only thing I need to know is if any of the following bosses are immune to bleed. Ornstein and Smo, Seath, and I guess it'd be good to know on Nito, but I'm pretty sure Nito is just immune to bleed. Nito is going to be a pain in the dick hole. He's going to be awful. But I could maybe infuse my knife to be holy. And that would give me an advantage. Nito and Seath are both immune to bleed. That sucks. That sucks. The Seath I can kill slowly over time, just with bug bites. But Nito is going to be another story entirely. Let me go ahead and give the Ember to Andre.
What?
Sure, yeah, take it.
Mark?
Now we can modify our equipment, make it +6. Make it +7.
Don't get you.
And then once it's +10, I think I'll be able to put a hardcore infusion on it. Like maybe like a chaos infusion or something. But next up is the funhouse. Now, unfortunately, my controller is dead, and also, unfortunately, this was going to be all the time I had to stream for today, because I do have to go pick up my sister and take her to her band's practice today. She has some car issues. But I am very, very grateful for the fucking turnout today, guys. Not only did we have, like, a bombshell of people show up, and then a solid, like, 4 viewers throughout all stream, but we had, like, some constant dialogue going on. It was a really enjoyable time. I just want to say thank you to everybody for popping in and chatting with me. I'm glad I could talk with y'all. I will not be live with this game tomorrow, but the following day, starting at about the same time, about 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will pick back up on this challenge run, and we will be dipping into the fun house. Sen's Fortress. It's gonna be awful, but the boss fight won't be. And I really hope that I can see all y'all there for that. You can expect this video, because we are going to make a video of this, like the raw footage to be uploaded to my channel tomorrow. And that's why I'm saying we'll be streaming on Wednesday. Tomorrow is just going to be an upload day and like work on my own other kinds of contents day. I will probably make a big edited video to kind of like surmise how this playthrough went as a whole. But we're gonna upload the raw VODs to like that way they're there in case anybody wants them, you know. So look forward to all that on the YouTube end of things, guys. If you're looking for me on YouTube, just look up Good Bean Gaming, same as my Twitch tag. There has not been an upload for a while. I know we are getting on the schedule now. Okay, we're just now fixing this shit. And until next time. Well, actually, before I go, I should also plug one more thing. Our Discord, in case there's anybody in chat who is not already a member of our Discord. I announce all my streams on there, and I will be more than happy to have any and all of y'all there. It's where we talk outside of chat. It's where we settle things on votes. It's how this run actually got voted for today. And it's just a cool place to hang out, guys. Come say hey. I don't think I am on your Discord. You've been in and out of it, I know over the years. You're welcome to get back on in if you want. And if you would like to steer the raid, then yeah, be my guest. Be my guest. Though I don't actually I can't raid today, unfortunately, because I don't have the PC available to punch the commands into. However, if you would like to pitch out a name for everybody to just kind of go on over there instead of it being like an actual raid, anybody that's still in chat and wants to go hang out with Hot Syria, talk more D&D maybe or something, could follow them there. But on my end, for now, and until next time, this has unfortunately been Good Bean Gaming saying thanks again for hanging out with me. See you all next time on Wednesday, and until next time, hugs, kisses, and good night, everybody.